And then Heather, you've got USAC Live. We're going to start with the approval of the agenda. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Yes. Okay.
We can just try to answer
Okay, Sarah. Heather?
If Zach doesn't have a proxy, I move to strike his officer member report. And Steve can travel.
Okay.
I'm going to strike the seal of this program.
All right. Any other amendments to the agenda? Okay. Seeing none, I can entertain a motion.
I
Heather?
move to approve the agenda as amended.
Is there a second? Second by Amy. All those in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those against and those that abstain. All right, to 10-0-0 vote, the agenda has been approved. Are there any proxies with us today? Okay. Go ahead into approval of the minutes from August 31st. Is there any discussion regarding the minutes? Daniel sent those out today. Okay.
I move to approve the minutes from August 31st.
All right, is there a second? Second by Trent. All those in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm trying, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You did something weird over the
Okay. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All right. 10-0-0 vote. The minutes have been approved from August 31st. All right. We're going to into public comment. So for any commenters in the room, the first round of public comment will be audio only. So the video will be shut off on USAC Live. It will be audio only. For any audio only public comments. Okay. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and turn the USAC Live back on. Are there any video and audio public comments? All right, seeing none, we'll go ahead and close public comment at 7:03. We have no special presentations, so go ahead and move past that into appointments. So we have one appointment today, the Student Initiated Outreach Committee. So before we have Lila come up, I'm going to have Heather she'll read your ARC review as well as the description of the position. Come on. All right. Student Initiated Outreach Committee, SIOC. The purpose of the Student Initiated Outreach Committee is to increase the eligibility of educationally disadvantaged students to the University of California, particularly UCLA. UCLA students who have initiated outreach projects to a school which has low academic performance, school-wide high attrition rates may apply for funding from the SIOC to support their projects. The SIOC ensures that the projects adhere to SIOC guidelines, evaluates the projects and their proposals, allocates funds as appropriate, oversees the funding process. SIOC holds weekly meetings, including summer, plus at least one funding hearing per quarter, fall through spring. In addition to attending meetings and participating in proposal hearings and deliberations, committee members must serve on at least one standing committee of the SIOC. There's one term, July 1st through June 20th, and the USAC Academic Affairs Commissioner serves as an ex officio member or may appoint someone to serve in their place. The one undergraduate member appointed by the USAC president. Thank you. You want to go and read the ARC review?
Yeah. So the notes were like that she would have follow-up with the different projects and committees, and it has the experience necessary to lead the committee. She was approved with a 3-0-0 vote.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So I will have you come up front and give a 1 minute for your introduction. I'll raise right now. We have about 10 seconds left. And then you'll have 5 minutes for questions from the council, followed by 1 minute for this. Ready whenever you are.
Hi everybody, my name is Yuda Reyes. I'm an incoming fifth year and a political science major. So I have been part of the SIOC since my third year. I was an AIR I was in AIR, one of the projects, access projects in the SIOC, and I was a SAC coordinator. And from there, I also volunteered in other SIOC projects, and I volunteered with the Access Project Peer and Chinachly. Peer services Pacific Islander students, and Chinachly services the Latino students. And AIR actually, they service the American Indian students. So that is one of my experiences with the SIOC, or some of my experiences, and I hope to answer all your questions.
Thank you so much. Okay, so now any questions from the council?
Based on your experience with SIOC, are there any changes you would like to see done with the committee, or any committee you're looking to implement next?
I don't foresee any changes or anything implemented right now. Right now, what the SLC wants to focus on is their budget situation. There are some financial constraints coming up in these few years, like the $15 increase, our increased wage, and also other future financial constraints. So yeah, we are actually trying to focus on getting more funding sources.
Yep.
Are there any other ways you're looking at in terms of fixing some of the budget problems that don't involve raising additional funds?
Other solutions or any other funding sources would be having a meeting with the chancellor and asking him for money or funding, and also grants. Some of our access projects have a community partner, and they sometimes have gift funding for projects, and also those are the two I think right now we're looking forward to having funding sources from, besides raising student fees.
Any other questions? Okay, seeing none, then you can go into your one of your closing, I'll give you a heads up about the second slide.
Okay. Thank you for having me. I look forward to actually collaborating with the president and any access projects or any access events. We want to have more connection with USAC, since one of the appointments is from USAC, and also academic affairs. So yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Round of applause. Okay, so whether you want to stay as we discuss your program, or set up whatever you feel more comfortable with. Okay. All right, so is there any discussion regarding Ruby?
I just wanted to say I've worked with Leela, and I know that she has experience, as well as she's so passionate about access to higher education. So I don't know anything we want her to do the job.
All right. Any other discussion? I can also entertain a motion.
I move to appoint Riley Rice as the SIOC chair.
Is there a second? Second by Trent. All those in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those against? And those that abstain? Lexi's really excited. She has a big smile. All right, congratulations. All right, thank you so much for coming out. She was at SIOC meeting earlier.
I will see you all. I will go with you.
Thank you. Okay, so that was it for appointments, so we'll go ahead into officer and member reports. I'm first, so the council-wide email, school-wide email will be sent out September 21st at 8 a.m. The reason why there's a delay is right now the listserv would only be for summer school students. So we wanted to wait until we at least got all the students to make sure that we're making the email as accessible to all as possible. So it'll be sent out 8 a.m. of that first week of school. This past week, I did about 4 calls with legislative staff members with Zach Elder about SB 376. What that is it's new legislation that was proposed in, I think, around spring. And what it is to force the University of California with public contracts to make sure the contracts that we have outside of UCLA, those workers will be paid the same as UC workers. And UCLA, specifically with government relations, we're fully for the idea of the Senate bill. However, it's an unfunded mandate. It would cost universities $70 million. So the senator that proposed this great idea that we are fully in support of. However, there is no money tied to it. So the UC would be put out $70 million, which was something difficult considering we just had fought tuition hikes this past couple of years. And so we called some legislators, kind of talked about that. Right now, it does seem like the vote is probably going to go party lines. So we'll have to see what comes about that in the future. If you have more questions about the legislation, probably ask that Calder. He can tell you more specifics about it. My role is to talk about kind of the student perspective on it and how affordability is such an issue for undergraduates. And those are kind of the main 2 points I had for my officer. So if there are any questions. Yes?
Sorry, what was the bill again?
Senate Bill 376. Any other questions? And then also Zach Calder is currently in Washington, D.C. doing his visits for federal advocacy. So we'll be back next week. I'm sure we'll have also. Okay, great. We'll go ahead to our internal vice president, Heather.
All right, so the internship flyers have been ordered, and they should be here on Friday. So look out for an email from me, and you can come by my office and pick them up. This past week, I'm excited to hear that SB 695 was passed and is now on the governor's desk. And that was the bill that I spoke with Richard Bloom about a few weeks ago in regards to consent education in high schools. So it's very exciting, and it's one step closer to creating kind of a culture of consent on campuses and within communities at large. So really, really exciting news. Her Story has launched they've kind of like relaunched the page, and we're looking for potential interviewees. So if you know anyone who is at all interested in being featured on the page, please have them contact Her Story at UCLA at Gmail, or fill out the form that is on the Her Story Facebook page. I also emailed you out the link. So if you know anyone, send them that. I had a meeting last week with Pam Seisner about the Day of Soul resource fair, and she would like all of your kind of like input if you have anything to contribute to that. The IVT office will be having roundtable discussions with different student organization leaders, and the SGLs, which are the student group liaisons in the office, will be kind of there to facilitate the discussions, and they're going to be broken up into like different subcategories. So we'll have like community service organizations and pre-professional organizations and pre-health organizations. So they'll kind of be broken up by theme, and then the SGLs will be leading the conversations as far as like providing resources, resource information to them, and also kind of fostering collaboration among different organizations that have similar goals. And that's it for my officer report.
Any questions for the Patty?
Just a quick comment, I'm not sure if you turned in your reimbursement form or payment requisition for the flyers, because you're using discretionary funds.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that yet, but I stopped at SGA today.
You'll also print out and attach the minutes highlighting where the vote was taking place.
Yeah.
That's the group of the discretionary funds.
Okay, sounds good.
Any other questions for the internal vice president? All right, seeing none, we'll go on to the acting affairs commissioner, Trent.
So this is relatively long, but I'm officially back, which means I'm going to be with a bunch of different academic items offices. So I can go over and cover last week. I went with Corey Paulus, the director of college academic counseling. So one of my platforms was to advocate for like an online scheduler. This really is kind of a long-term goal, and it's really going to extend past my duration of the academic affairs commissioner. However, talking with you really moving forward, it seems as though we're making progress. This upcoming year, we are looking at hiring an additional counselor to open up a window, because last year it was very unexpected that they had approximately 1 hour to 2 hour long lines just to see a college academic counselor, especially when you have, for example, a BCP role. That's something that you need to go in and see a counselor about, otherwise you can't enroll in classes, and it just becomes more and more difficult. So there's progress in terms of that, and I'm looking forward to working with it for this upcoming year with my committee. Continuing onward, I'm with Frank Water, the registrar, to talk about my UCLA. So what's been really great is over summer they've been implementing a new system to enroll in classes. So if anyone here has had to exchange a class, you might notice it's a little bit different, it's a little bit confusing. And so talking with him, we're going to be creating a focus group sometime this upcoming year to address kind of this new system of enrolling and what are some ways that we can improve upon that. Specifically, one of the great things is we're looking into having and expanding virtual counseling. So this is in conjunction with college academic counseling, but long-term for the future of my UCLA, you may be able to ask me questions in my UCLA system, and they will direct you to the appropriate administrators as well as departments. So let's say you have a question about financial aid, they will connect you with financial aid and will advise. I imagine it's included with something like Facebook Messenger, but to connect you with the proper UCLA resources. That's really cool. I've also met with Diego Estrada, who is the chair of the Academic Senate, just to kind of talk about this upcoming year. One thing in particular that I find really important bringing up today is for the Academic Senate this upcoming year, there's going to be a minor coming up, the food security minor. So I know Leo expressed interest in working with Heather, because that's one of your platforms, but also as well, just to Leo, you mentioned if anyone has any academic concerns, feel free to contact him. I happen to know him personally, I have a working relationship, and I'm more than happy to connect you with him. I also met with my sole advisor, and so in terms of kind of this upcoming year, I need to meet with Heather and Marvin to discuss this upcoming spring quarter in terms of the weeks of our specific events. You can go ahead and start it and that. There's going to be Bruins Positive, and so on and so forth. Tomorrow, I'm going to be meeting with Pat Turner, the Vice Provost of the University of Education, to talk about our retention efforts here on campus, looking at college academic counseling, looking at peer learning resources, and so on and so forth. In addition to that, I have a phone call with Chrissy Keenan, who is the Director of the Consent Coalition, looking at ways for the agency to work with them. I'm also working with Concord, specifically the National Concord, to discuss Bruno. So BrunoWalk.com, which is a very interesting website that has a couple of professors, the reviews. This is actually owned by student media. And so I want to do a little bit more research into that and see, what are some ways we can expand it. Because there are some kind of professors who are hesitant having that resource available to students. Tying that in, I'm also meeting with Joan Meredith, Director of the Office of Instructional Development, this upcoming Thursday to specifically address this. The accessibility of teacher evaluations, how we can increase the amount of participation that we see from the student body. Continuing on, we're also meeting with Tony Sandoval, who's the Director of the Community Programs Office, to really ensure that the Academic Affairs Commission is really doing its best to support all the projects. Working with the CRC and SRC appointment to ensure that really this year we can really kind of continue with that strong relationship. I'm also meeting with Paul and Liz on the Hill with Amy to talk about a couple of co-programming opportunities that we have in mind, which is really cool. If we have to reaching out to me, I think it's going to be a really cool program. As well as I'm following up with Frank Water later on this week to talk about the registrars and UCLA. In terms of coming ahead, I'm still waiting to hear back from Information Technology Services so we can work on improving wireless internet on campus and identifying study spaces on campus, as well as working with my commission to really come up with some points so that for the upcoming and the J conference, so that is my officer report. Thank you for bearing with that. I know it's a lot, but I've been missing out essentially for this entire summer. So really packing in on my meetings for the school year starts.
Any questions for your Academic Affairs Commissioner? Martin?
Just a quick comment. Just in a meeting, I'll talk about this at each day, and then they talked about our Kathy O'Branch, she's the Director of Center for Community Learning. So she's talking about how they taught the it's called Civic Engagement 133 SL, the North Food Studies and Food Justice. And they talk about how it's really impactful for a lot of the students and how it can go along with the food studies minor and how like different departments are trying to like latch on and see if they can come to a major. So I don't know if you know more information about that, but that's also of course something we want to take. take the first step into these studies. And so that'll be offered in the fall, which I think is already full, but they'll also do it in the summer for a technical course.
Any other questions? Okay, we'll go on to our student wellness commissioner, Marvin.
Long time no talk to everyone. Just a couple of things. Really short. Last week I met with Dr. David Barron and Rena Weinstein. Dr. Barron is the director of Ash Center, and then Rena is the director of student health education at Ash Center. And so we just talked about different ways and strategies about how to collaborate with the Ash Center and really align SWC with different communities, with different professionals, maybe that they know, and how different professionals can really expand out of their own clinic space and into the campus space and connect that kind of knowledge with campus life actually, because there may be discrepancies there at work. And so also I met with the rest of the Healthy Campus Initiative Steering Committee earlier today. Leo is also on that, actually, I just went today. And so we talked about a couple programs that are coming out. I'll update you all later, because the events will be a little later, come really October and November. And so also, I talked with Nick DeLuca about this idea that I had. It's basically what I want to do, or I had this idea of bringing sunscreen dispensers on campus to dispense free sunscreen, especially since kind of late ending summer, but at the same time we're in LA, so the sun is always there. And I thought it was a great idea, and so we're kind of teaming up together to work on ways to get it out. I've already talked with Brian McDonald with Westlife. He's super excited for it. He's very willing to contribute, and then I also talked with Dr. Barron. He's very willing to do that, and they're looking to maybe include like a sun safety campaign for their for like a quarter or some extended period of time. So that could very well perfectly fall on sunscreen dispensers. So yeah, I'll keep you all posted on different projects like this. That's an option for work. So thank you.
Right, any questions?
How cool is it?
No, he's really great.
If there's anything, academic center related, just sure enough.
Right, any other questions? Okay, seeing no, we'll go on to our administrative representatives. Roy is not here, Dr. Geller is not here, Michael's on. All right, Christine?
Oh, that's good, thank you.
All right, and then Patty?
So as an update, everyone should receive an email last week regarding the office inspection, to make sure all the offices are clean and ready to go. If everything's flushed or gone over, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You can coordinate trash removal. I know we talked to a couple of offices, just send me an email, we'll coordinate those details. And then if you need furniture removed, just let me know so I can coordinate that as well. Just don't miss me. Other than that, it's good.
Thank you. Any questions? All right, seeing none, we'll go on to our funding allocations. We just have one for this week for contingency programming.
6 organizations applied for contingency. They required $5,543.66. They requested for $3,742.68. FICOM recommends $1,066. If approved, contingency balance will now be $77,659.
Right, are there any questions?
Heather? I move to approve the fund allocations for $1,066.
For a second? Second by Ariel. All those in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those against? Those abstaining? All right, to 10-0-0 vote, contingency programming has been approved. We have no old business, no new business, so we'll go straight into announcements. So start here, Marvin.
I have a couple of announcements. So, as we know, school is starting almost soon. So, zero on Monday. What Student Affairs Office really wants to do is they want to talk about a lot of different issues like that campus assignment straight off the bat with a lot of students. And I'm sure many of you have known about this already, but what they're doing is they're doing a whole room rehearsal for life. And so what they're going to do is they're going to talk about a lot of the issues on campus with the new students, and it's going to be definitely different from other type of like zero introductory events. They're really trying to have a fun theme, have like 2 MCs come out, have different performances, and really get very interactive with a lot of different people and a lot of different students. And so they actually have a lot of input, a lot of it from SWC, including from Active Minds and also from Group Inside Coalition. So we're really excited to see that come to fruition. And so the hashtag everyone should keep their eye out for, as Denise made me kind of mark down, as hashtag #MindBruinStory. Not sure what method of social media it'll be on, but it'll be on one of them. So definitely take a look at that as it comes up to the 21st of September. And that event will be 10 to 11:30 a.m. in Walker Village. It's open to everyone. Also, another announcement is that one of the committees in SWC is now officially the Youth Direct Consent Coalition. There's a couple reasons for why they changed their name from formerly 7,000 Solidarity. One of them being essentially just institutionalizing their efforts into an SWC committee. And so there's a couple reasons for that. Check the Facebook status or whatever status is and stuff, and there's more reasons for that. And so I'm really excited for the work of them this year. Another last announcement is that, kind of late to this, but Active Minds chapter at UCLA, part of SWC, introduced on Facebook their new campaign, which is involving stigma fighter and friend Santiago, the self-care sloth. And so Santiago will be featured every Sunday on hashtag Self-Care Sunday to let us know how he prioritizes hashtag self-care while being a busy UCLA student. And so, come Sundays, when you're not ready to start the week of school yet, take a look on Facebook, Active Minds UCLA chapter, and Santiago will be there to share some wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you. Keep going on. Or any questions from Marvin? Keep going on. Alexi, Zach, any announcements? Yes.
So, showing the ropes, a quick update. The mentee form sent out yesterday. 30 income transfers signed up. So we're really excited about that. The other week, and I saw that there was a 5 p.m. mentor 2 days ago.
After watching you last week.
The other week I got lunch with Mr. Starr, and I told him about, because I was looking at showing the ropes, and he mentioned how I should have a kind of formal educational program for the incoming mentors, so they have some education about everything, like a wide range of knowledge, not just in the village on campus. So I'm working with the directors of my showing the ropes community to work on that.
Any questions? All right, we'll keep going for announcements. Announcements here. Okay. Seeing none, I will adjourn this meeting at 7:20. Oh, sorry. Is there a motion? I'm not enthusiastic.
To adjourn the
Second. Second by email. All those in favor?
30.
1, 2,
What are you guys?
7, 8, 9, 10. Those against? And those abstained? All right, so 10-0-0 I adjourn this meeting at 7:32. It is 7:32 p.m.
7:29.
No, it's 7:30.
No!
I know. Yeah.
I don't have to